I feel like I say this more and more on this channel, but yes, unfortunately, another world-class wave is being destroyed. We've seen it all over the world, from the famous case of Jardim Domar to the more recent destruction over in Iceland. But this time, we're headed to Chile. South of Pichilemu, past the world-renowned Punta de Lobos, lies Caleta Polinas, a lesser-known but beloved left-hand point known for its heavy left-hand tubes. Now, that wave is being destroyed, or at least permanently reshaped by excavators pouring tons and tons of rock straight into the lineup. The Chilean government is building two jetties, a 75-metre breakwater and a smaller 25-metre countermole, right into the lineup, placing 7 to 10 ton boulders more or less exactly where the wave breaks. Alarming social media posts have done the rounds over the past couple of weeks, showing excavators and heavy machinery dropping rocks onto the edge of the lineup. And videos posted by surfers and activists show the rock wall gradually edging its way into the takeoff zone. According to the Ministry of Public Works, or MOP, the reason for the project is to make ocean access safer for the 150 plus fishermen who use Polinas for access. Officials argue that the exposed coastline makes launching and landing small boats dangerous, and that breakwaters will extend fishing days, protect boats, and stabilise beach erosion. MOP has also pointed to the citizen participation meetings where the project was presented to the public. However, many surfers say they were excluded or only learned of the details after the project had begun. Now, Chilean core lord Ramon Navarro has become the loudest voice of opposition, and in an interview with surf publication The Inertia, Navarro warned, "We're for sure going to lose the wave we know right now." Navarro stresses that this isn't about surfers versus fishers. Instead, it's about the lack of balanced planning, and is asking the question we're all asking. Does it have to be built right there? Can it not be built somewhere else, somewhere close by that doesn't affect the wave? Why does a world-class wave with cultural and economic value have to be sacrificed when alternatives or slight design adjustments might exist? Surfers who know the break say this will radically alter the wave, possibly kill it altogether. You know, a wall close to a lineup, let alone in the middle of it, it's never good news. But this one here is literally being built straight through where the wave breaks, so I'm guessing it's going to prevent the wave from even breaking. There's also an issue with sediment transport, so breakwaters trap and divert sand, which can erode beaches in some areas and build them up in others, reshaping the seafloor that gives the wave its form. There was actually another wave in the same region where a breakwater dramatically changed the coastal dynamics, and locals there say it ruined the break and failed to even fully resolve the fishing issues. That memory now looms as a storm cloud over Polinas. You know, as surfers, I guess it's easy to overlook the fisherman's perspective because we all need our waves, but it's also important to note that the fishermen have real needs as well. You know, this coast here is notoriously raw with large swells consistently battering the coastline, and without shelter, fishermen risk lives and livelihoods. In official press releases, regional leaders celebrate the project as a major investment in coastal safety. So this is why standout surf community figures such as Navarro stress that this fight isn't against fishers. It's about finding a solution that balances safe fishing with protecting a unique natural surf resource. The breakwaters are scheduled to be completed by March 2026, and unless the project is legally challenged or modified, Polinas, as surfers know it, could disappear within months. But there are some options: demanding the release of the environmental impact assessment if one was actually conducted, and lobbying for legislative urgency on the surf break protection bill. Alternatives can also be proposed, you know, like a shorter jetty, permeable structures, re-sites that could meet fishing needs without sacrificing the wave. So can a nation that's famous for both its world-class surf, fishing traditions and natural beauty find ways to protect all three? Or will surf breaks in the region continue to vanish beneath piles of rocks? You know, there have been so many cases of this all around the world where surfers have stood up and spoken out to prevent projects such as this. And in some cases, it's been very successful, but in others, not so much. And heartbreakingly for this one, it might already be too late.